Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at something, well, something a lot of us have now. Smart security cameras.
Yeah, the numbers are huge. I think it's something like 300 million homes worldwide.
It's massive. And our mission today is to, cut through the noise around the two biggest players, Ring and Arlo. We're going to dig into the specs, the subscriptions, and maybe some of the more uncomfortable hidden risks.
And it really boils down to a classic trade-off, doesn't it?
It really does. You've got Ring's affordability on one side, and then Arlo, which claims to have this, superior quality.
For a much higher price.
Exactly. So let's start right there with the cost. A basic Ring camera is what, around $60?
Yeah, in that ballpark. But then you look at an entry-level Arlo, and it can easily be double or even triple that right out of the box.
That's a huge jump. So why would you pay that premium? What's the justification?
Well, that's where it gets tricky, because it's not just about the hardware. You have to factor in the subscription model.
The monthly fees.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right. So with Ring, you're paying about $10 a month for unlimited cameras and 6 months of cloud storage, which is honestly pretty generous.
6 months is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about Arlo?
Arlo's a bit more, maybe $13 a month for their unlimited plan. But here's the catch. You only get 30 days of storage.
30 days. That's it. Wow. Okay, so on paper, Ring seems to dominate on storage value. But there has to be more to it.
There is, and it's the single biggest difference. Performance. We're talking about resolution.
Right. Ring is mostly 1080p, maybe a little higher on their fancy doorbell.
Yeah, 1536p on some. But Arlo's flagship cameras, they're capturing in full 4K.
And that's not just a number on a spec sheet. The sources we looked at were very clear about this. It's the difference between squinting at a blurry blob
And actually reading a license plate from 35 feet away.
Exactly. That's a huge gap in actual practical utility.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit, what about how they fit into a smart home? The ecosystem. Another big dividing line. Ring is, well, it's an Amazon product. It's almost exclusively tethered to that world. And a lot of features that you'd think would be free are, paywalled behind a subscription.
So Arlo is more flexible.
Much more. It works with Alexa, but also Google HomeKit, SmartThings. It just plays nicer with others right out of the box.
And what about just setting them up?
Totally different philosophies. Arlo loves its magnetic mounts. You can just pop them on a surface, no drilling, great for renters.
Okay, and Ring.
Ring often needs to be hardwired, which is a much bigger commitment. And with their security systems, Ring has these big, comprehensive kits. Arlo's got these really interesting multifunction sensors.
The ones with 8 detection types.
That's them. But the weird thing is, you can only program them to use one function at a time. It's a bit strange.
So this brings us to maybe the most important question, the non-monetary cost.
The privacy question, yeah. And what's fascinating here is the data. Arlo has a really clean record. They're transparent, no major regulatory scandals.
Which is not the story with Ring. Their track record is deeply troubling. I mean, that FTC fine in 2023 was for $5.8 million.
Which sounds like a lot, but the reason for it is what's really chilling. Employees were accessing thousands of private videos.
And not just videos of the front porch. We're talking inside people's homes, bedrooms, bathrooms, for months.
It's an incredible breach of trust, and that's before you even get to the hacking.
55,000 accounts, right, between 2019 and 2020.
And it happened because Ring was allowing just laughably weak passwords. Stuff like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're kidding me.
It's unbelievable. And then there's the whole law enforcement angle. Ring had partnerships with over 2,000 police departments, basically giving them easy access to footage.
I thought that program ended in 2024.
The official program did, yes.
Wow.
But our sources suggest it was, let's say, quietly brought back in 2025.
Wow. Okay. So let's try to sum this all up. What does this mean for someone treating to choose?
I mean, if you're looking purely at the upfront price and you're already living in Amazon's world,
Ring wins. It's cheaper and it fits right in. But if you value actual video quality, that 4K detail, and super easy installation, and a confirmed, cleaner privacy record,
it has to be Arlo. It's a completely different value proposition.
So the choice isn't just about saving money. It's really a question of whether you value your wallet more or whether you value keeping your security footage.
Well, secure.
And actually useful.
And actually useful, right. So that leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. Given that the resolution itself impacts the camera's utility, the ability to identify someone, to read that license plate, and these documented privacy breaches just shatter trust. How many of these hidden non-monetary costs are you willing to absorb, all just to save $60 on the initial purchase?